So this is a great question. If you could change one thing about humanity, what would it be? If you're listening to this with other people, I invite you to go ahead and pause and discuss. And for everyone else, we'll continue. The reason this question is so awesome is because there's so many different ways that you could go with it. You could have the conversation and watch it evolve into so many different directions. You could use it to evaluate where a person kind of is in their life by noticing the direction they take the question into. Is their answer kind of surface level? Is it very deep? Is the person answering the question focused on changing a behavior of humans that they don't like? People are selfish, for example. Are they going to make it very surface level, which is just, I'd like to change an action about people? If you could change anything about humanity, what would it be? I would make it so that people didn't drive slow in the fast lane. But the reason the question is so interesting is because there are so many different levels you could take it to, and so many different subjects, and so many levels within different subjects. I'm tempted to say I would change tribalism. I would make people less tribal because that causes so many problems in the world with cults, racism, political parties. Political parties do terrible things, and yet they seem to justify them as long as their party wins, even if it means sacrificing the good of the ordinary citizenry in the country. So they completely defeat the purpose of political office in trying to win for their group. Some people in cults give their spouses or children to cult leaders, knowing full well that they're being molested. Tribalism causes really terrible things, but tribalism has some healthy manifestations. So you wouldn't necessarily want to get rid of tribalism altogether. Is tribalism really at the root of the problem? Is it a human emotion that we could change? For example, somebody might say they would change hate. No more hate. Hate also can be a healthy emotion when focused in the right direction. But we have words for unhealthy things that humans do, which take healthy things too far. And you could eliminate one of those. For example, greed. So wanting things, wanting what's best for yourself and your family is pretty good. You take it too far and it's greed. And so it's hard to figure out a context in which removing greed would be a negative one. And is greed really at the root cause of the problem for tribalism and other bad things that humans do? Is greed really just a really bad form of I want? When adults I want themselves too far, then we can forget that there are other people involved. We can forget to care about other people and their feelings. And so maybe the I want problem is at the root cause of the issues associated with tribalism. But wanting isn't a problem either. It's wanting too much. So there's a Bible verse: "Don't be a slave to your desires, rather make your desires your slave." And so being a slave to your desires is undoubtedly a bad thing. The irony about allowing feelings to guide our actions that lead to bad outcomes is that it often involves us not thinking about feelings enough, not thinking about how our actions will make others feel, or how we will feel later when we regret what we've done. So thank you, and if you're looking for good conversation starters, why not start here with Question Things.